Welcome to my channel, Surprise Comics. This is Matt coming at you with another haul. And to start out this haul, I'm going to start with these two books. This is Batman 65. It's the variant. It's the first appearance of Damian Wayne. And Deadpool Circle Chase #1. These books I recently acquired with the trade from Undisputed Frost. Great guy. It's fun conversing with him and working out the trade. And you know, I sent my books off to him after he sent some to me. He'll show you what he got for me in a video. These are two great books. I don't know if you can see on this one, this is actually autographed. And it says 2,851 out of 10,000. Has a certificate of authenticity saying it's one of 10,000 signed. And I just thought it was insane. You know, I'm picturing this person writing out his autograph 10,000 times, and then not just doing that, but also numbering them. This one's 2,851 out of 10,000. I can't imagine how much time and effort it would have taken, and how he probably would have, you know, if I did that around 150, I'd probably be going nuts. I can't imagine doing it 10,000 times. So I thought that was pretty funny. But these, you know, these are the books I picked up, and I'm really happy with them. In great shape. And those are that. So I've been doing a lot of, you know, eBay lately, and I haven't been getting out to the shops as much as I'd like to. One thing I was able to acquire is a run of 1 through 54 of the 2007 Green Lantern series. I think that was the year. Also, I received the full run of Green Lantern Rebirth. You know, let me give you a sense of how many books I got. Let me put a little stack here for you. I got all these books right here. There was like 4 missing ones in the large run. All these Green Lantern books, all Geoff Johns books, for $20. I was up on eBay, and usually I go to bed between 10, 30, and 12 most nights. And one of the last things I do before I lay down is I check to see if there's any eBay auctions ending in the next 10 minutes and place a bid. I saw this one was about to end. Yeah, no one had bid on it. He had $20 plus free shipping. And so I'm like, oh, what the heck? And I put down a minimum bid of 20 bucks. Auction ended and I got it. So I got all those Geoff Johns. I'm not the biggest Green Lantern fan. Not that I'm anti-Green Lantern. I just been busy with Batman and all the Gotham stuff. I haven't really given a lot of Green Lantern attention. You know, I saw the movie with Ryan Reynolds. Not knowing much about Green Lantern and hearing so much bad things about it, by the time I actually saw it, I was like, oh, it wasn't very good, but it wasn't nearly as bad as everyone was making it out to be. So, you know, I'm not a fan, but I'm not like anti the Green Lantern movie like some people are. Maybe that's because I don't really know Green Lantern. Paul Dini did a Green Lantern animated series that was on the Cartoon Network a few years ago. I watched that when it was on Netflix. I don't know if it's still there or not. And it was actually pretty entertaining. And I think a lot of the stories on that show came from this run. So I'm just going to show you some highlights of the books I got. Just so you can kind of see some of the key issues. None of these are worth a whole lot, but there's some, you know, fun books in here. So here's Green Lantern Rebirth #4. And I guess during this time in the DC Universe, Hal Jordan was actually the Spectre. And this is him leaving that role and coming back to being Green Lantern. This is the first book, is in Green Lantern 4 when he does that. Also got Green Lantern #1. This is the Alex Ross variant. There's 2 different versions of this book. I don't think either of them are like super rare ones, but this one's Alex Ross one. We got Green Lantern #10. And all these comics I'm showing you are ones I looked up on Total Comic Mayhem. If you're ever like wondering what books and runs are key, this guy has like this blog that he does, and he has, you know, dozens and, you know, a couple of dozen different characters and series all lined up, and you can go see all the variants for the different issues and different runs. There's like 12 different pages of Green Lantern keys. And these are the ones he had on there I'm showing you. This is the first appearance of Sinestro Corps. And that's Green Lantern number 10. Green Lantern number 20. It's actually a 3-part little arc right here with Star Sapphire. And this is the first time Carol Ferris becomes part of the Star Sapphire Corps and the Star Sapphire ring and all that stuff. This is, back in the time, with Blackest Night, or Blackest Night, Brightest Day stuff were coming, probably a year or two after this stuff. Here we have Green Lantern number 25. I've shown this book before. This is the first appearance of the Red Lantern Corps, the Blue Lantern Corps, the Indigo Lanterns, all those different people. The main character, Atrocious, is the leader of, or Atrocious, I don't remember. He's the leader of the Red Lanterns. This is his first appearance. There's a variant of this, which is floating around out there. It goes for a little bit more. That's why Darkside Jedi just made a video, and he showed the variant of this one and said he never sees the regular cover. So if he's watching this, there you go. Here's the regular cover that you can take a look at. I actually have a couple copies of this, so I don't have any copies of the variant. So we're kind of in the opposite. I'm in the opposite boat of him. Green Lantern number 43. This is the first appearance of the Black Lanterns, and this is Black Hand with the power of the Black Lantern ring, which raises people from the dead. And so, yeah, again, this is stuff I picked up online. I don't know tons about this storyline, but I'm looking forward to getting a chance to read through some of these books since I have such a long run of it. And I've been reading, Justice League, the Dark Side War, and I've read pretty much all the New 52 Justice League, and all of it's been really great. And so I've really got an appreciation for Jeff Johns now. So I definitely tracking down some of his stuff. I know the New 52 Aquaman run he did was supposedly like one of the best Aquaman runs ever. So, I'll either pick that up and trade, or hopefully I can find a deal like this on those and read that a little bit. Here's another run I picked up. I picked up the entire Crisis on Infinite Earths. I got the entire run on eBay, and I think I paid around $20 for this one as well, and I had eBay bucks, so it actually ended up costing like $2 or $3 for all these books. And it's one of those series that you always hear about. I've never actually read it. I just heard parts of the story and stuff. So I'm excited to get a chance to sit down and read these. I got so many books to read right now. I don't know when I'll ever get to it, but that's the plan. So we got number 2, and I'll just go ahead and show you all these because they're some, this classic 80s covers. We got number 3, number 4, number 5. If you like number 6, and then we got, of course, number 7, The Death of Supergirl, which is one of the more key books in this run. We have number 8, and I'm not sure if that's the actual issue. That's the death of Barry Allen Flash. Or if it comes on later on, number 11 or whatever. So, yeah, like I said, I haven't read them. So yeah, I'm sorry. We got this. This is just an awesome cover with all the different villains. We got Black Adam. I like how Penguin's just dropping back with his umbrella in the sky back there. I got this bald guy. I don't know who he is. But it's a really well done cover. I love the Joker, how he's drawn here. Solomon Grundy, Captain Cold. Number 10, number 11, and then the last issue, number 12. So, Crisis on Infinite Earths, looking forward to reading that. Hopefully it's as good as everyone's made it out to be. I'm sure I'll enjoy it. Up next, this is an issue. To me, this is a book I think everyone should be looking out for. It's not a very valuable book. You can get it for $10 to $15. It's Stars and Stripe number 0. This is the first appearance of Stargirl. A character created by Geoff Johns. This is some of his earliest, if not his earliest work, back in 1999. Stargirl is a character that's, always floating around in the DC universe. She was on Justice League of America a couple years ago before the Forever Evil. She was on Justice League United. And this is a character created by Geoff Johns, and he actually created this character kind of in honor of his sister who died during a plane crash back in the 90s. And so this character is like very important to him, and it's a really actually fun character to read. If the little bit I've read of her, excuse me, with her character, it's a very interesting character. Excuse me. And it's a cool character, and I can really see her picking up some traction in the coming years, especially considering Geoff Johns' position at DC right now, where he's kind of like the bridge between the comic books and the TV and movies. And this character fit perfectly in with on shows like Supergirl or Flash, or maybe, as they expand their TV universe. Like, I think even like on Legends of Tomorrow, she might be a character they could eventually introduce into that show based off what I saw in the pilot. It seems like she'd kind of fit in, kind of that happy-go-lucky girl. And as I decided I wanted to get this book before anything changed as far as value, I went ahead and picked up, I got these two together for $15. And then as I was looking, I also found this right here, which is an entire run. It's a 14-run series called Stars and Stripe. And I picked up the entire run. I think the person had it for like $6 plus shipping, so it was less than $10 that I ended up paying for this. It says Young Justice in it. There's some really interesting artwork on these covers. Looking forward to looking through these and hopefully find time to read them. But for that deal, I figured why not pick them all up and see what this character is all about. So there we go. It's 15 books if you count the 0 issue. So that's what I got as far as runs. I got some more single issues I'd like to share real quick. I got this one the other in my comic book shop I go to. It's called Drawn to Comics in Glendale, Arizona. And they have a deal where if you buy 5 or more variants, or 5 or more comics in the day they come out or the week they come out, you can pick up a variant for free. So they had this variant, and there's different tiers. It has to be priced so much or lower if you have 5, and if you get 10 or more, it goes up another tier where you can get a more expensive variant. So I picked this one up a couple weeks ago, and I picked up 5 comics. This is G.I. Joe number 214. This is the Death of Snake Eyes issue, so we got the sketch variant of that one. Also, another variant I picked up on that same sort of deal is All New Wolverine number 4. I figured with my intro and stuff, I might as well own this one too. Yeah, I got actually a few people last week when they bought that one mentioned me, so I thought, why not? Next comic I have, Detective Comics number 647. This one is a key issue because it is the first appearance of Stephanie Brown, or spoiler. She is also Batgirl for a while. I think she's even Robin for a little time. So this is her first appearance. Not a terribly valuable book. I think about a year ago or so, this book kind of spiked up in value a little bit. I think during the Batman Eternal run, she was one of the main players in that. But it's come back down. It's like a $4 or $5 book, but it is key. Has an important character in it, or I guess not terribly important, but a character of note in it. Its first appearance. Okay, up next I have Superman 204, and I got this at a shop And it was $5, which is about what it's worth. And if you see right here, it has a signature of Jim Lee right there. The store owner got it as part of like a bulk buy they did. There was no certificate of authenticity. It does look like Jim Lee's signature, but they didn't charge anything extra for the signature being there because there's no certificate of authenticity. So I thought for $5, why not? So I went ahead and grabbed it. I'm not sure. I might try something to get it authenticated. But I can't remember. I thought I saw a color breaking tick on the spine somewhere, but it looks really clean from what I'm looking at right now. Yeah, right here, there's a little tiny color break right there. So it's not like a super high grade book. It'll probably be a 9.2 with that little break. But, so maybe I'll send it in, maybe not, I'm not sure. Up next, I got Young Avengers #1. First appearance of like all the Young Avengers. The main one that's got the most traction is Kate Bishop. And the last comic book I picked up from that shop is Wonder Woman 184, the famous Adam Hughes cover. I don't think there's much that goes on in this book besides just the cover with the, you know, the fake aging and stuff on it. So, really cool looking cover. Kind of a pricey book. I got a pretty good deal on it, I think. So, hopefully it'll work out for me. Next up, one of the books on my list for this year, Batman 366. This is the first time Jason Todd appears in the Robin costume. Batman's fighting the Joker. Jason Todd's worried about him, so he steals the Robin costume, dyes his hair black so he looks like Dick Grayson, and goes down there and tries to help out. Of course, he gets down there and Batman's already taken care of the Joker, and he gets chewed out for not following directions. Another book off my list for this year is Batman 386, the first appearance of the Black Mask. Black Mask is an awesome villain, and this book is actually, you know, it can get a little pricey, especially for really high grade ones. This one's not terribly high grade. It's probably fine. But it's, you know, he's a cool character. I like the way they use him in the comics. I loved how he is used in the Red Hood, or Under the Red Hood storyline. How, especially in the movie version, they really did him well. So I'm super excited to get that one. I've been trying to get most of the keys in the Copper and Bronze Age this year of Batman books. And so those are the two copper ones I was looking for. Besides, I guess there's a couple more. But those are two of the ones. So I'm up to 4. So I'll go ahead and pull my list out and put some check marks on. So we got Batman 366 we'll put a check mark to, and Batman 384. So we can see on my list, I've gotten, 4 out of my 10. This one I have a good lead on. I should have these soon. This is actually, I have Batman 404 down here, but I'm actually trying to get the whole Batman run. Death of Jason Todd of Death in the Family. That one I should be able to track down pretty easily too. The other 4 on top, 251, 232, 227, 222. Are a little bit more pricey books for me. They're not like ridiculously expensive books, but to me anything over $50 is kind of pushing it as far as my budget goes, picking up books. But hopefully I'll be able to at least get 2, if not all. 2 of them is probably the more realistic goal, but hopefully 3 or 4 of them I'll be able to get this year. So that's the list. 40% of the way done. Probably about 10% of the way done money-wise, though, unfortunately. Next up, we have the last issue I'm going to show this week is King Size Special Fantastic Four #6. And this is the first appearance of this guy, Annihilus, I think. That's probably where I got mixed up earlier with the Green Lantern book. His first appearance, really cool character. Really interesting Negative Zone stuff in here. It's also the first appearance of Franklin Richards, who is the son of Mr. Fantastic and Sue Storm. Super excited to get that one. Got a great deal. I actually got all three books. These books I had at the end from one seller on eBay, and I probably paid. I ended up getting caught up trying to get this auction. I probably paid a little bit more than that for that one than I should have, but these two were such good deals, and I got the combined shipping. And when you average them out between the three comics, I got a pretty good deal when you combine all three of them together. Individually, probably pay a little bit too much. So I like to look at it as a whole for all three when I do stuff like that. And so I'm super happy to get these books. There's an animated show, Avengers, Earth's Mightiest Hero. They have a storyline with this character, which is just phenomenal. I was watching that a couple weeks ago, and I had to pull it up. And if you like watching the animated superhero stuff, which if you like comic books, I don't see why you wouldn't. Avengers Earth's Mightiest Heroes, it's on Netflix. It's excellent, excellent series. They have another one that they replaced that with called Avengers Assemble. Not very good. I don't really watch that one at all. I've watched a few episodes and I just get bored with it. Just not very well done. But Earth's Mightiest Heroes, it's like every episode you watch is like you're watching a comic book come to life. Great characters. Very true to the comic as far as I know. Had a lot of fun watching that one. So that's my haul for this week. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope everyone had a good time. Thanks.